little more in the middle because I think you're a little one-sided. Get it real in the middle. Are you in the middle? No. Okay. I mean just in the middle of your sled, not more on one side. It doesn't have to be. All ready? Okay.
Nice work.
I'm trying to dry my hand.
You did. You steered just a little bit so that you didn't crash into the cabin. Pound it. Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video. I'm going to show you a few of the things that we've got going on today. In reality, there's not much. It's kind of boring around here. No big chores to do. I'm going to have to haul water again, but I already showed you that in our last video. And, you know, I was thinking about it. Most vlogs, including ours, are more or less a highlight reel of our lives or someone's life. And most of the days are kind of mundane, typical, you know, routines and stuff like that. And you guys get the highlights. So sometimes there's just not much to video. I'll try to keep this one interesting today. I'm going to show you a few of the things that I've got going. I'm going to uncover our bear cat here. Now this box I made for this last fall, just with some scrap parts that I had. This rack around the top was an old like a potty bucket. It was a like unfold, snap in a toilet seat type of thing. So it was like not a tripod, a quad pod, if you will. And I threw the toilet seat away because it was gross and saved the metal, and I bent it and rebent it, and I didn't do the greatest of jobs, you can see right here. But I really don't have tools to bend metal, so I just used what I had. And then I welded them on some brackets, these guys right here, which were cut off from the brackets that we use to redo the roofs on the cabin. So just using what I have. Anyways, inside here, I have made a couple racks for our falling wedges when we go to get firewood. That way they are up and out of the bottom and I'm not having to dig under things to search for them. And the next thing is we usually always bring an axe along with us. And I want to mount this axe right in here so that it's nice and tucked away. So this box and this machine we use often for getting firewood. So this box will be set up with firewood getting tools and such. There are other times when we just go down to the trailhead to get a load of supplies from town, and I want this box as storage space for groceries and supplies and whatnot. But I don't want to have to keep taking all of these tools in and out and in and out. So I'm just trying to figure out a way to mount them on the inside to maximize my space in here. So that's one thing I've been working on. The other thing, I will take you out to the shop. Let's get to the shop. All right, what we got here is Zach's snowmobile, the Arctic Cat Jag. And for the most part, it's a really good running machine. The only problem we've really had with it is the brakes. Every once in a while we're going down the trail and they will lock up on him. So we have to get in there with a couple wrenches and loosen the brakes. And then at other times, he has no brakes. So we'll have to get in there and tighten them up just a little bit. And it always seemed weird to me because I felt like when I adjusted them, I got them right. But then they would be too loose a few days later. And then I would adjust it and get it right, and then they would be too tight a few days later after several miles of riding. So I dug into it here. You can't see much here, but this is where, this is the caliper here. The disc, as you can see right there, that's what the brake pads squeeze on. And then this would be the adjusting ram. I know that's probably real exciting for you all, but I noticed one of the brake shoes actually slipping out of the caliper, and I'll show you that here real quick. Let me see, what do we got here? All right, so these are the two brake shoes. This is a metal plate for one of the brake shoes here. This brake shoe actually looks really good. It's wearing even. I might actually still be able to use it, even though it's chipping just a hair. But this brake shoe, you can see when I turn it, check that out. The wedge shape, yeah, that's not good. That's not supposed to be that way. So it was on this metal plate, and when you would pull the brake lever, it would push up against the disc like so. Well, something was happening. I don't know if it was slipping down and getting pushed up at an angle like this. Something was happening to make it wear bad. So I took it all apart, cleaned it all up, and I ordered new brake shoes. They're not that expensive, so that was nice. Waiting for those parts to come in, and once I get them, I'll get them installed. I might show you that. I also ordered a new cook stove for the lodge, which we're all really excited about. The old one still works, but it has some quirks. And when you're cooking for international guests from around the world, and people paying high dollar to come and stay at our lodge, you want all the meals to turn out perfectly. Well, our oven was having hot spots. The ladies would set it at a certain temperature, and it would get way hotter than that temperature or take a long time to get up to that temperature. So like I said, it's still functional, but there was little quirks that you had to be careful of and know those if you were going to operate the oven successfully. So new range is on the way. I ordered that. I'm going to go pick that up in town probably in a couple weeks. When I go to town, I'll go ahead and pick up those brake shoes. We ordered a trampoline for the kids, and I know wintertime is not a time to think about trampolines for most people, but for us it is, because if you've ever bought a trampoline, it's a big box and it's usually heavy. Yeah, we could get it on a plane in the summer out here, but that's going to cost us a lot more. So getting that ordered in the winter so that we can get it out via Snowmobile is going to save us money, and that way we have it when springtime rolls around, we can get it set up. Hopefully it has all the parts in it. I've read reviews where people are like, yeah, my trampoline was missing parts or whatever else. So it is what it is. We'll deal with it when that comes. All right, we have a couple of sourdough starters there Bonnie's been working on. She's going to make some bread today. Let's go in the kitchen and see what's going on.
I actually need you to go get some flour from the pantry.
We out of flour?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's empty.
All right, well, I guess I know what I'm doing. Let me put my coat on, go out to the pantry, and grab some flour. It's a little bit breezy this morning. Actually, when I first got up, we got Piper. She's ready to play every time we come outside. So when I first got up this morning, she was looking like a bucking bronco in the rodeo. Here, let's see. Oh, want to play? All right. All right, back to what I was saying. It was quite windy this morning. We had about 15 to 20 mile an hour winds. I could hear it whistling outside. So let me grab this flour. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one-handed. Tell you what, put the camera down, throw the bag of flour over my shoulder, grab the camera, head back. So be patient with me here. All right. flour. It's not a big one, just a 25 pounder. And this is the last bag of flour in the pantry. We need to put it on the list and get one next time we go to town. Possibly 2. All right, get this flour back inside, and Bonnie can get going on her sourdough. I'm telling you what, she has only just started experimenting. We got a sourdough starter from a friend of ours. Thank you, Sarah. And Bonnie has made cinnamon rolls, sourdough cinnamon rolls, sourdough crackers. We even did a sourdough pizza crust. Worked out really nice. I go through a lot of effort trying to make sure that I can do this as cleanly as possible. It's not a lot of fun cleaning up flour all over the floor. A 25-pound bag of flour just about perfectly fills up a 5-gallon bucket. All right. Why are you taking it from 2 different jars?
Well, this one is a stiffer starter, and this one was not fed I fed them last night, and so I'm doing it with hungry sourdough. People have different opinions on that. That's what's worked best for me. But so I don't deplete my 1 jar, I've been taking it from 2.
All right, so what do you love most about sourdough?
I think I'm really enamored with how simple it is, that it's basically 3 ingredients. It's just water, flour, and salt, and it's just fermented, and it creates this beautiful bread. I find that really exciting. And it's really affordable too. So this recipe that I'm doing has a little bit of honey in it. But other than that, it's flour and water, your starter, and a little bit of honey. So
nice.
Sorry, I gotta get the honey out, and it's
I'm sorry.
a little bit cold. I am not the best multitasker.
I am
I like
interrupting you. And
talking and multitasking is not my strong suit.
I'll let you measure your stuff here.
Wow, it's just the honey is a little bit cold, so it's a little bit slow.
It is typically colder in the kitchen here. I'll show you here real quick. That is the kitchen temperature right now where this weather station is at. Outside temperature right there, 21 degrees. That is the wind, almost 9 miles an hour, coming from the northeast, east, and anyways. All right, where are you at?
Okay, so I just have to get some warm water and put it in there. And then in this recipe, I'm going to knead it for about 5 minutes with the KitchenAid. And you can also do it by hand.
Nice. Well, we are getting sun today, and that means we have a little bit extra power. So we do have power for this KitchenAid, which makes it nice. All right, one of the problems for the kitchen being so cold is my fault. I got busy doing things today. I forgot to stoke the fire this morning. So thankfully, my lovely wife over there stoked the fire. And at least got it going again here. So yeah, it takes a team. And right now she's doing most of the work.
I'm just kneading that in. Nothing too exciting right now. And just for clarification, this is not a how-to video because I am still learning, but I think everybody should try it. It's delicious and it's really rewarding and it's better for you. So try it. It's a lot less intimidating than it seems. Oh, and I have had gluten intolerance for a long time, and I've discovered that I can handle sourdough, and part of that is because the sourdough, as it ferments, your starter, it actually works on eating the gluten while it's in the process of fermenting, and so there's a lot lower gluten content in sourdough.
Nice. All right, just in case any of you noticed this right here, we grow our own sprouts. They are delicious, and if any of you are interested in how to do that or any other aspect of that, hit me in the comments and maybe I'll put it in one of the future videos.
All right, so it's been mixed. So now I'm just gonna put it by the fire to rise, and I'm gonna leave it there for about 3 hours, depending on the temperature, maybe longer. And then we'll start the stretch and fold. So due to the colder temperatures that we've had, I've kind of found the best thing that works for me is to keep it by the fire pretty much the whole time until it bakes. All right, so we're just in the stretch and fold phase with the sourdough, and we're gonna do this for every half hour for about 2 hours, and you just pull it up and you stretch it over, and just like pull it up and stretch it over. And we turn the bowl, and you just do this a couple of times.
What does that do to it?
It just helps with your rise and just the texture of your dough. Some people do it like they pull it out and they do a slap and fold, and they slap it on the board and all this stuff. I'm not that fancy, but it's just part of the process. And then you just do that, and then I'm going to cover it and set it to rise again for about another half hour. So I am just getting the bread ready to go into the oven. I have my cast iron is heating up with the oven, and now I'm just scoring the bread so that if you don't, then it will split open while it's cooking. And so this is just kind of a controlled split. And then I also have started putting a little bit of uncooked rice in the bottom of the cast iron underneath the parchment paper, because it helps the bottom not get quite so dark and makes it a lot easier to cut.
That is one of my pet peeves about sourdough. I really enjoy it, but I hate when you're cutting through, you're trying to cut a slice off and you can't get that bottom piece cut. It is a pain in the butt. So Bonnie has figured out a few tricks, and she uses the rice on this one. It works out really well.
Hi. I'm still eating my dinner, but I just wanted to come up. And
Tell everybody hi.
my mom is making little shapes of leaves on her bread, and it's really pretty. She did it on the first one, and it was really pretty.
Her sourdough loaves turn out really nice, don't they? Mm-hmm. Yep. So what, you just put the lid on that?
Yes, I cook it for 25 to 30 minutes with the lid on, and then I take it off and cook it for at least another 15 to 20 minutes. Ta-da. This is probably the biggest loaf I've ever gotten.
Nice work. So is this the natural split that it does?
That's the one I cut
Okay, you cut that.
so that it won't split it, but I think I got it a little bit dark. I'm just gonna lift it, try to lift it out.
Looking pretty good.
Yeah, definitely
Let me
not my
see that.
prettiest loaf.
That's the rice in there.
Yeah, it browns up pretty good.
Nice. All right, there you have it. Nice little shot. Hey, just a quick update, guys, on our sunshine and our sunset times. All that, you can see the sun is dipping behind our hill right there. It's not actually setting for the area of Talkeetna, Alaska, but it's setting for us out here. And it is currently 3:05 or 3:10, something like that. We are gaining at this point a little over 3 minutes a day, and it's growing rapidly. So by the middle of January, we will be gaining a little over 4 minutes a day, and it just keeps growing. So super excited that the sun is making it past 3 o'clock, and the days are growing longer. Let's go, sunshine!
Bramante Brothers.